Like the same topic shared by two different people can be completely different. So learn to present and learn to communicate and deliver. I am the most introverted person you are going to meet.
Yeah. It's funny too. I've seen the opposite of that as somebody who's spoken on stages and stuff a lot in my industry is you see that when somebody's not into the presentation, they'll be like, my name's Anik and I have some ideas I'm going to share for you today about SEO. And it's already like they've already lost them two sentences in, and it's like there's nothing you're going to get to later that's going to make up for that.
So I was at an event, Frankie. I'll just give you this. I was at an event, and there were speakers talking about the topic that I talk a lot about now, which is compliance. And I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to them, and I actually know them. I really like them. I would consider them friends. These are people I know, and I'm sitting there listening to them talk about this, and I am like thinking, how can I get the hell out of this room? Like, I'm so bored. This is killing me. And I'm getting in my own head where I'm saying, oh my God, this stuff is boring. Like, how am I going to turn this into I don't think this is going to work. Like, I don't think anyone's going to care. I'm like freaking out in my head. And like, I went and talked to a couple of my team members who were there later, and they're like, dude, that is not how you share it. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, don't even put yourself so the next day was when I was presenting. And I'm telling you, I was an hour and a half up. I didn't even realize it. And they're like giving me the 5-minute flash. And I'm like, I got half of my presentation to go, and I thought the audience is gonna be like, get off. They literally attacked the person who said I had 5 minutes to go. The audience is like, get the hell out of here. We're listening, let him talk. So I cannot stress enough, guys, the same topic shared by two different people can be completely different. So learn to present and learn to communicate and deliver. I am the most introverted person you are going to meet. I was shy as hell 20 years ago. I could not get in front of my own friends and talk. And I am a true introvert. If you see me, I like to be quiet with my headsets on. I don't want to talk to people. But I know when I'm on stage or when I'm here on a podcast, and that's my chance to impact people. So I bring my A game and I talk with impact, right? And I cannot stress people enough to learn how to talk.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that too, because I think a lot of times people assume this is like just being a natural. I've had people say to me, oh, you're so good on video and stuff. And I laugh because my first ever sort of internet marketing project, I had a friend of mine and he had created a real estate course, and I kind of knew all the stuff he was teaching, but only a theoretical kind of version, and he had actually done it. And he was like, well, you know this stuff as well as I do. Why don't you teach it? And I was like, no, I'm no good on video. Nobody would ever want to listen to me. I'm terrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to be in the videos. And it's funny, but eventually you get good at it and you practice, and everybody sees, rep 1,001 and go, oh, you're so good at it. And it's like, well, that's because I started terrible, but I persisted anyway. Let's talk compliance. So you said you dropped the bomb there and said you got sued by the FTC, and I'm sure that was like, TSA rubber glove kind of treatment. I'm sure it was not a pleasant experience.
Bro,
let's take it and then talk about like what you're doing about it, since how you're kind of, helping people to stay compliant in their market and be able to sell without saying dumb internet marketing things that are going to get you sued. Kind of.
I would start by saying that I will take the rubber glove by the TSA 10 times before I ever suggest anybody take what I got. So let me give a quick short synopsis. I'm gonna do a little opening to get everyone's attention right now. So number one, I've been doing online business for 21 years. Okay, I've been running this company, same company, in different formats. I've been teaching people how to build online businesses for 21 years. In that time, I've never been sued, not once, by any customer. I've never received a legal notice. I've never had an issue with any state AG. I've just have no lawsuits, no settlements, no fights, no issues. Refund rate has never ever crossed 5% really, which is way below our industry average. Chargeback rate 0.6 some percent, about half of the industry average. I've had the same merchant accounts for 15 years, never had any problems. Genuinely never been sued even by a vendor, a contractor, haven't really wronged anybody. I've tried my best to build a company that literally serves well. My customer support team, I had 3 support teams that were running 24/7, literally through weekends, through nights, through holidays. We had a 36-minute response time to our customers. Um, A rating on the BBB, 63,000 transactions done in a 3-year window. We were doing 20 plus thousand transactions a year, and that was resulting in about 20 BBB complaints. So 20 out of 20,000, and all resolved. So what the hell am I talking about all this bullshit for? I was told, and I believed, and this was true, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, that if you're not hurting people, and if you're not getting complaints, and you're not doing highway robbery, there's really no reason for the government, for states, for FTC, to come after you. You're fine. So I built a company, KPI driven, numerically driven. I built an ecosystem. I built a team. I built management. I built everyone. I have a physical location, right? I had the Learn Center for a long time. That was a 26,000 square foot space that we were physically present in every day. I was there. I can't hide from my customers. And so I built around the metrics that made sure we didn't create complaints or have problems with our customers. And I thought that there you go, I'm being protected. I had a full-time paralegal that worked for me in the company that reviewed every sales call that led to a sale. I did not let my company have a product over $10,000 because I did not want to have that legal risk. I didn't want to hurt people. I didn't want people taking loans. I did not allow people to mortgage their homes. I didn't allow people to mortgage. I could go on for so long with all the rules and stipulations and all the things I had to protect me from being sued by the FTC. So the irony is I still got sued by the FTC. So why? What? Here? How did that happen? So first and foremost, I'm very blessed because I'm glad I did all of those things regardless of being sued by them or not, because it made me into who I am, and it made me into a person that was able to survive this, come out of it thriving actually, and still have the industry and all the industry's leaders and all the top people still right by my side. That's not the case with most people who get sued by the FTC. It's pretty much the end of a lot of people's careers and lives. Now, I will say this. People ask me, what was it like to get investigated? Now, you're not just at the risk of the FTC. So if you're listening to this right now, there's the FTC, then there's 50 state AGs, okay? 50 attorneys general that could come after you. Not just your state, any other state can come after you. And there's also consumer lawsuits, and then there's a massive rise right now in class action lawsuits. So a class action, what's happening is attorneys out there specialize in this, they're looking for you. And when they see a violation, they go hunt down your customers and convince them to join in on a class action lawsuit. So the legal risk on a business, I feel like, is just increasing more and more every single day. So the rules, and thankfully, most of the rules are kind of the same. Like if you're following the FTC guidelines, with most states are like 90% there, 95% there. There's some states have different rules, and if you're following the guidelines of the FTC, you're fairly well protected in consumer and class action stuff too. Not fully. And by the way, I'm not a lawyer, so guys, everything I say here, you got to take it with a grain of salt and go get it checked by an attorney. I always jokingly say I'm not an attorney. I just like to pretend to play one sometimes.
Can I just say on that, Anik, that
yeah,
I actually think that's why you're the most helpful person to talk about it, because for most people, like, paying a lawyer 10, 20 grand or whatever on retainer, and then the lawyer kind of barely even understands our business model anyway, and they're probably not up to date on the FTC. I think most people are going to be in a way better position to hear from somebody like you. Just say it in plain English. Don't do this, don't do that. And
yeah, and that's what I've been enjoying doing, because I'm telling you guys, 18 months, I was in the case. I'm spending millions. Okay, I spent over $1 million in legal fees. I'm in the case, and sometimes I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Guys, if you like this video, you're also going to want to grab some free bonuses, which you can get at our website, Beyond Agency Profits. To make it easy for you, I've put the links to it in the description of this video, as well as pinned in the top comment. And we've got a couple of awesome things. This is what you'll get after you sign up. You get some of our best training, how we're closing clients over Loom videos, how we sometimes sign clients that is not a misprint for under $5 US, how to demonstrate your value in like amazing ways, trainings, how to have your clients write the best copy of your life, how we're closing without phone calls, campaigns that we've generated for clients that have done over $100,000, as well as scripts you can use to get conversations going with clients in under 10 minutes. All you got to simply do is go there, enter your name and email address, and then this is what you'll see on the other side. So if that's interesting to you, make sure to click the links below, and I will see you on the other side.